Alright, this is my Pentair intellichem system that auto manages your pH and your ORP, which is going to be your chlorine, and your pH down. So when this little bad boy is generating salt, the pH tends to go up and the muratic acid will go in automatically and drop it down. However, every year I have some suction problems. This is the easiest way to test it, and I'm going to show you how it's fixed it every time. So how you first test it, we're going to do the chlorine one. We want to make sure that it's dosing. That means it's sucking out of here, going through the tube and coming out, going into injecting back into the water. So first thing I'm doing is I'm going to disconnect my chlorine side, which is this side here coming out, and I want to physically see that it's going to dose. So I come up here, hit the ORP settings. It says dose. I'm going to go ahead and dose it. Hit that. You should see some come out. It's a little drip type, right? Lift it up above the level of the actual system to make sure it's good. Yep, it's good. Now, let me go and stop that. Let's say you tested it and nothing came out. Now, you have to figure out why. 9 out of 10 times, let me go ahead. I'm going to put this back just because I know it's good, so I don't forget. So we have to look at the source. So this is what's coming in. Here's your source. 9 out of 10 times it's right inside of this ferrule. Each one has a connection. If any air, if that little thing cracks at all, just a little bit, and I'm going to show you, I've already pre-loosened it, but if you loosen this up, you take this off, you'll see right here, this little bad boy cracks right there on the little, so you got to take it off, just cut it, take it off, cut the crack part off, slide it back on. No more air can get in there. That is 9 out of 10 times the problem right there. However, if that is good and you're not sure, maybe you need a new tube. I've had to replace my tubes every year to 2 years. Here's what they look like when they get kind of worn out. Black, dingy. They get pretty worn out, start cracking. As soon as they start cracking, air gets in them, they don't work. So you can buy a new kit. I bought this kit here, 522386. This gives you more than you need though. It gives you the spinner, the cover. You can buy just these. If you look in that kit, they'll tell you which part you need to make sure it's the right tube. You can get 2 of these for about 40 bucks, 45 bucks. How do you replace them? Right here. Swing this over, pull this up. These have 2 little notches on each side. You can take the little notches off, and you got the tube sitting there. I always put Jack's lubricant underneath the bottom of it. Underneath here, I put lubricant on the bottom, which looks like this Hayward stuff. It doesn't say you have to, but I always do to make it smoother. If you're not sure if this is bad, there's a way to test it. Take it, flip it around, make the entry the exit, so that you're going to push air back into this bucket and test it. So if you're not sure if this is working, just take this off, flip it around the other way. All right, I'm not going to do it for you right now, but I'm just going to tell you, flip it around the other way, put the cap back on it, close it tight. When you flip it, go back up here, dose it, and instead of it sucking air, you're going to push air into it. And if you push air into it while you're testing it, you'll see after about 30 seconds bubbles will start coming in there. If you don't see bubbles in there, this little tube is bad. All right, after about 30-45 seconds. If you see bubbles in there, come back here, undo it, flip it, put it back right. This unit is good. It's working right. It's working right. And your problem is probably this little suction that I said before. All right, I hope this video helps you, because I went through the heartache of trying to figure it out myself. Thank you. Good luck.